So we just got the first after draft Smackdown and put me in Rikishi's stink face, but honestly, I like the episode. First of all, a great twist from Roman Reigns that is actually going to lead to this match. And dude, feed me with these triple threat matches. Edge versus Ray versus AJ. We knew it's going to be good, but we had no idea how good it's going to be. One of these very rare scenarios where an entire episode of a WWE show was just so fun to watch. And of course, you love to see AJ getting back on track. So let's talk about this episode of Friday Night Smackdown. The show kicked off with an absolute banger. Edge versus Rey Mysterio versus Bobby Lashley. First round World Heavyweight Championship match. It's one of these matches where I can't really explain how fun it was, so you're just gonna have to go to YouTube, I don't know where, but you gotta find this episode and watch this match right here. The entire match is a highlight reel. It's so hard in wrestling to do anything new nowadays, for obvious reasons, but this match did exactly that within the first minute. It was also quite interesting because either of these men could win. I would love to see Rey Mysterio winning, I would love to see AJ winning, I would love to see Edge winning. Almost 15 minutes of non-stop action right here. We did get a bit of a botchy finish, but don't let that distract you from the fact that this was an absolute banger. AJ with a phenomenal forearm to Edge. I would personally pick Edge because, the World Heavyweight Championship Edge, it's just a perfect story. But since AJ just made his return to the WWE, I feel like he kinda needed that momentum back. The one issue I have with this tournament is that we all know a guy from SmackDown ain't winning shit. AJ, who just came back to SmackDown with the whole OC, yeah, he's not taking the championship. From one banger to another. Bobby Lashley versus Sheamus versus Austin Theory, first round match. Now this was very different because in the first match we had Ray and AJ were kinda high flyers, right? Well, none of these are high flyers, but maybe that's good because it was a completely different match, yet also very, very fun to watch. Obviously, it's almost impossible to follow the previous match, but in my honest opinion, it's kinda dumb to even expect that. As you can imagine, Bobby versus Sheamus was the real match right here. Austin Theory was playing the puss of the match. Also, Bobby Lashley was bleeding during this match, which happens a lot lately, so I'm not sure what is happening right here, but that always unintentionally adds to the match. We got a bro kick from Sheamus. Bobby throws Sheamus out of the ring and takes the W. We're going to see Bobby Lashley versus AJ Styles in the main event. Pretty expected if you ask me. Adam Pearce is talking to some bitch, and we see Grayson Waller. And Grayson Waller wants to host his show next week on SmackDown. The guest is either going to be AJ Styles or Bobby Lashley. I'm actually very interested in that. We're going to see what kind of character Grayson Waller has in the WWE. We see Baron Corbin with a jobber entrance, and he faced the debuting Cameron Grimes. Now this caught me off guard, man. This was shocking. So first of all, Baron Corbin is talking a lot of shit, right? The match starts, one move, and Cameron Grimes takes the W. What a way to make a debut. Obviously, I feel sorry for Corbin. He deserves a lot more, man. He's just such a stud. It took me a while, but I really appreciate Baron Corbin. I think he'll bounce back. It's kind of a part of his gimmick though, but Cameron Grimes beating a multiple champion, I dig that. That is a very memorable debut. It was time for the Bloodline, and what a segment that was. He says regardless of reaction, there is only one royal family. The only family that main evented both nights of WrestleMania. And that will never happen again. I really like this segment because Roman Reigns took a break, so it was fun seeing him again. And they actually did a couple of important things right here. It seems like Solo Sikoa is now the right-hand man. Roman says that someone had to step up in his absence. Solo Sikoa was the one to do so. And while there was concern whether he would sink or swim, he managed to swim like a shark. He says Sikoa eliminates problems. Solo Sikoa doesn't seem to think so. He still believes that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are a problem, but Reigns disagrees. The Usos have become the problem. Roman is disappointed with the Usos. Man, this was such a great promo from Roman. The way he looked at the Usos, that was powerful right here. Like, I look at this and I'm like, maybe I get why he won? This dude is on a whole different level. He talked about their loss at WrestleMania, the fact that they couldn't win the championships back, and they dedicate the match to me a singles competitor? I'm not even in a tag team, and we have tag teams in our family. Apologize. I want to hear I'm sorry or I apologize and nothing else. Jimmy starts to giggle, and obviously Reigns did his thing right here. Man, they almost lost me with that Bloodline storyline, but they pulled me back in right here. So Roman is humiliating Jimmy until Jay steps up and apologizes. He says we need one more chance. We need these championships back in the Bloodline. Roman agrees and tells Heyman to explain what is happening right here. We will see an undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match at Night of Champions. It's going to be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. This changed everything. Like, first of all, I'm excited. This is unpredictable. This is different. I don't want to see the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens again. Roman Reigns stepping up, humiliating the Usos because he doesn't believe in them anymore. And there is a possibility Roman Reigns might hold 4 championships. Come on, dude. Like, I don't even know if that's good or bad. But finally, this storyline is moving somewhere again. Man, Night of Champions is shaping up to be a very interesting pay-per-view. We see Damage Control, and Bayley says she has to step up. She's gonna be in a tag team with Dakota Kai tonight. She's gonna be just like Roman Reigns. So we saw the women's tag team match, which was actually pretty good as well. We saw some very fun spots right here, and for the first time in quite a while, I felt like something is actually happening with the women's tag team championships. Not much. Not much, ladies and gentlemen, but something. Now, Damage Control lost the match, and Bayley was the one who got pinned. So yes, Damage Control is about to end, which is gonna be pretty interesting. I feel like Io Sky versus Bayley is coming very, very soon. I like the fact that WWE trusts in LWO. It's a fairly new tag team. Not necessarily, like, I get it. They just changed the name and got a couple of new members. But you know, they were not doing anything really, and now they're about to be in a rivalry against the Usos. I like that. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like this pretty deadly segment. I don't feel like that was the best first impression. The highlight for me was just Sheamus looking at this and being like, what the hell is happening, fella? So this was kinda odd. A championship celebration. Like, why? She's holding that championship for quite a while now. Why now? I know it's in her hometown, but what is she exactly supposed to say right here? So we all knew something is about to happen. Before she said anything, we see Asuka, and finally, people, it became personal. That was our number one complaint about this rivalry. It just didn't feel like they have a problem with each other. Bianca Belair sold the shit out of that green mist. This is interesting, and now it feels like Asuka has a chance. And finally, another banger. The main event of SmackDown World Heavyweight Championship Tournament match. AJ Styles versus Bobby Lashley. 2 warriors going at it. Another very fun match right here. You know, I still hate the fact that after the draft, these shows don't feel that different, but that's coming very soon anyway, probably, hopefully. But I'll say this, man, SmackDown definitely felt a lot more different, you know, than Raw did. And Raw wasn't even a bad show. So this was another banger, but in my opinion, a little bit predictable. Like, we all knew AJ is winning this match, right? Unfortunately, another botch spot. You can clearly see that, you know, AJ didn't connect. Phenomenal forearm, and AJ picks up the W. He's going to face Seth Rollins at Night of Champions. Can't wait for the pay-per-view, man. And finally, AJ Styles feels like OG AJ Styles again. So far, so good. The World Heavyweight Championship is looking as prestigious as possible right now. We got 6 great matches out of this tournament, and something tells me WWE are actually going to do a great job with this championship. I feel like this is a Triple H project. So SmackDown was great. Thank you for watching this video, the great one. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.